Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Alpha to Omega 2. My name is Gray, and we're going to give you guys a bit of an update, what we've been up to. So, I was looking at the ship that we wanted to run, and it's a good ship, don't get me wrong. It's a great ship. It has one major flaw, though. Right now, I can't target very many things, but it does kind of work. So I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a show, like what I've been doing. I decided to make a little bit of a venture, and made it into kind of a tanky shield tank venture. And I've been using these ores. I've been mining in this point .7 area, and using the ores that I can get here by reprocessing them and turning them into ships. To give you a reference on some of the ships that I have been working with, I've actually, if you know me, I've went and made spreadsheets to be able to make things easier for myself. So I figured I'd show you guys a little bit of the spreadsheets, just kind of an idea of the stuff I'm doing, and give you guys kind of an update. So, what this is my ship production analysis spreadsheet. It's actually 3 tabs, and you can look per row, and it shows you all the different stuff that's... Why is this not frozen anymore? This row used to be frozen. Thank you. Alright, so this way you can go through and you can look and see, okay, this requires this much tritium, this requires this much, pyrite, etc., etc., etc. And this is the amount of time it takes to produce it, and this is the estimated sell value of each unit, right? Okay, and this is how much the blueprint costs. Now, mind you, all of these figures are off of Eve-Market, really good analysis place. Right here, they're all off here, so you can go and find all this information yourself if you so want to. And then I've got over here, I've got the ores, like in their values. So if I just wanted to buy just the ores, how much they would cost, and if I wanted to buy the actual minerals, how much would they cost, and each of those, and then their weights. I've realized you really don't need the weights for the materials ones, because they're all the same. They're all the exact same. But for the ores, definitely they were needed, so I just went ahead and listed them anyways. And then it brings it over to here, where this goes down and breaks it down by, row. Like, let's say, for instance, if we made a hurricane. Here's the amount of ISK each individual material would cost, to buy, straight up buy. And then this is the total cost. Well, this is how much, if we sold it at our estimated sell value, this is the amount that we would make after the costs, right? So, and then this right here figures how much per hour it makes. And then there, like, number for return on investment. Now this is assuming that you're using your total value of the ship, not just the profit value, to get your return on investment. Okay. Now, if you're using only the profit to get a return on investment, there's this one, and then this is the... If you use only the net profit, here's the estimated, payout for all those amount of ships. It's a hefty amount. For instance, for hurricanes, which is the ship we're going to be working towards. And in fact, right now I actually have. We're gonna jump back over here. I actually have all the skills training for that. I need to get another Velspar going. My bad. Just kind of like drifting off into nothingness. But so I've got all these things training up for this battle cruiser, which apparently alphas can use battle cruisers, which is kind of fascinating to me now. I haven't gone back and checked to make sure, but I believe that we did not have access to battle cruisers. Somebody can comment down below and let me know if that is the case or not, though. But so we've been working towards getting a little ship up and going, and I've been in the meantime producing mammoths and selling them on the market, and not making a hefty amount, to be honest, just enough to kind of cover their production costs, but it gives me something to do. If nothing else, it's something to do, right? It's something to keep me moving. And now, a lot of you may ask, where did I get all the ISK? Well, when I bought that pack for $2, it came with plex. So what I did is I sold that plex, and I sold all the plex, and then I used all that to be able to buy some blueprints and be able to buy the ships that we wanted, and stuff like that, stuff that we want to be able to mess around with. Um, I used that money up so that in theory everything that we earn is us. So like for instance, you'll see I have 12 plex. This is all money I've actually earned. It's not from the pack. This is 12 plex I have personally bought. And in fact, I think you can actually see it on my market escrows journals. Yeah, these right here. Nope, not that one. Where is it? Somebody sell it to me all in I guess somebody sold it to me all in one lump sum. So it's this right here, for buying plex. And that's just from mammoth sales that we made that money. So make production on alpha I thought was really limited, so I actually never got into it. But upon further inspection, it's not as limited as I thought it was. Now you may notice on this venture I have a core probe scanner. Well, that's because I keep this open at almost all times in order to be able to check and see if there are any any cosmic signatures. The reason for that is I'm looking for wormholes. I want to go and just kind of tinker with wormholes for a little bit. It was something I had fun with my friends, but I don't think we ever showed it. I don't think we ever showed it on Alpha to Omega. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch all my videos to see exactly what all we've shown before and what we haven't. But either way, that's something I kind of want to tinker around with. And I'll show you guys the full fitted Hurricane. Simulate fit. So this has some 720 howitzer artilleries for excessive range, and then two 650s. These are basically to cover if something gets close, and then it's got a heavy missile launcher. Okay, and that heavy missile launcher actually doesn't have a great amount of range. It has like 24 km or something. So it's good, but it's not the best it could be. And then we've got a 10 afterburner, and once again I did tinker with the idea of putting 100 on here. It's doable, but just like the previous video, you give up everything for it, and so you go fast. You give up a lot in return to go fast, so I didn't think it was worth it, to be honest. And then I got 2 medium shield extender 1s, or actually I guess I put 3 on here. So 3 medium shield extender 1s to give us a total shield value of 7,245. For ratting, that should be way more than enough. I don't foresee us ratting much past that, but you'll notice that if everything at all is running, including like the armor repairer and everything, our capacitor depletes in 4 minutes, which, speaking of which, there's a 400 mm plate, there's 2 micro auxiliary power cores. That was just so I could fit some of this stuff on here. And then there's a damage control module 2, which I need to make sure I can even use that. Yeah, I'm going to have to get an upgrade for that. Oops. But yeah, so like all these things are things that we'll be working towards. Right now I'm just trying to unlock the ship so that I can go in and see what all I'm missing the skills to be able to use it all. Gives it a total EHP of 34,000. And then the ammo type that I was considering using on it was fusion ammo and inferno ammo. For if we're really, like, we're in the fight, within the 35k or within 27k, so that the rockets can launch as well, we do, roughly 1,228 HP in a volley. And that's if we fire everything all at once. And then, oh yeah, I forgot about these. Ancillary router 2 and an ancillary router 1, and then a medium trimark pump 2. These all just increase the survivability of the ship. And again, this is like really, really overkill for a ratter. It really is. But I figured it'd look kind of shiny, and it's something we haven't flown before. So I was like, yeah, why not, Something that we haven't flown before, and it'll look cool, and at the same time, why not? So like I'm excited to get to that ship. We're like 2 hours away from being able to actually just be able to fly it, or is it 3 hours? Yeah, 3 hours. Sorry, almost four actually. No, it is four. So we're 4 hours from being able to fly it. But again, I just kind of want to give you guys an update as to what we've been doing. Um, I love these guys. They just sit there and watch a rookie get pummeled. They don't care. It's not their problem. So, but and as you can see, like I've been getting hit this whole time, right? I've been getting hit this whole time, and you can see that the damage, it's there. Like they're doing damage. Um, but because of the invuln field and the two extenders, because I have a medium extender and a small extender, that's about all I can fit on this thing. Um, and have it still be viable to mine with. Um, but so these give it enough HP, like shield wise, gives it 1,496 HP in a shield, which is enough to kind of survive most generic rats. Like for instance, I've been on this mining juncture right now for about half an hour, and they've not even done half my shields, so it's been a good investment. But that being said, again, guys, I just want to give you a little bit of an update where we're at. If you don't mind, leave me your thoughts on uh, the hurricane. If we're doing something horribly wrong or anything like that. Like, I thought it was a pretty good rookie hurricane. Considering I have absolutely no idea what you're supposed to put on it. I actually have not looked up a single ship for Alpha 2 Omega on this one. Because I the first ship I was like, oh, this looks good, and just kind of slapped stuff together. This venture just kind of slapped stuff together using my game knowledge. And that hurricane, I was like, I don't know, artillery. I like the shooting from afar game. So that's kind of where we stood on those, and I think the only thing that honestly poses a threat with that hurricane is the combat sites that have like 3 or 4 rocket towers. I think those are going to be about the only ones that truly cause a bother. And the only reason for that is because those rocket towers, if I remember right, they have a lot of HP. A lot of HP, and it's not like, oh, just go out and woo and it's done. No, it's just like they will slam you hard. And I've been, like I said, I've been just basically mining for the last couple of days, just mining, and then we've got a mammoth at the base. I'm not sure that we've got a mammoth blueprint, but I've got a mammoth somewhere. Oh yeah, I picked these things up. Like, I was out wandering, and like I ran across somebody's things that they had just left. And I was like, okay, cool. Free parts. Where's my mammoth? Oh yeah, it's by my name. Yeah, so we have a mammoth that's fitted out with the cargo expander 2s. All of its low slots are cargo expander 2s, so it can carry up to like 29,000 M3. So it's enough to transport another mammoth. So when I've been making mammoths, I just transport them back to Jita and sell them. Although apparently I'm making some guy kind of angry because he's got 10 of them he's trying to sell, and I keep undercutting him. And I'm not undercutting him like by little like 1s and 2s. No, I'm like undercutting him by like hundreds. So it's like, because I don't need the again, it's one of those things, I don't really need the ISK. I'm just kind of doing it to basically have something to do while I'm waiting for skills to train. And that's kind of what Eve is, though, is trying to find something to fill your time while you're waiting for the thing you want to do to train up. And that's all right, I'm having fun with it, right? I mean, I'm making spreadsheets and having a blast with spreadsheets and such. And while I know for most people this right here doesn't look that entertaining, to me this is a blast, because I'm working out the most efficient way in order to be able to make something, to do something, like how many people can say in their time on Eve they've made spreadsheets that are still usable today, still usable today with only some minor updates needed. You know, that to me is fun. So, either way, guys, much hearts to everybody who leaves a like, much hearts to everybody who subscribes, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.